Good morning, people. Okay, I hope everyone enjoyed the draft first round last night. Real quickly, how do I feel? How do I feel about Pittsburgh picking Pickett? I didn't hate it. I didn't love it, but I didn't hate it. Okay, quarterback is tough. Okay, quarterback drafting a quarterback, any position is tough. Let's make it straight. Drafting any position is straight every year. Usually half of the people that are drafted get cut, right? Something like that. Usually, if a team can get, say, three starter out of the seventh round and all the free agency, that's considered a win, right? So it's hard. I'm usually frustrated with Steelers picks, especially the last 10 years with defensive backs because every year for the past decade plus, they draft two cornerbacks, defensive back, safety, and it has been utter garbage. Uh, some of the player, some of the player they draft didn't even play one game, you know, and years after years, so many failures as far as early draft picks for cornerbacks. It's just sad. It's just frustrating. And now, as far as quarterbacks, um, I would rather have them pick Malik Willis. My only reasoning is I think Pickett is decent, but Willis have more unknown upside. Okay, and you just got Mitch for 2 years, so you have time to let Malik grow into the potential. I mean, they signed Haskin. All right, the fact that they signed Haskin, unfortunately, he passed away, but they signed him when he couldn't even suit up for any game last year. So to me, I'm like, yeah, Pickett is good, but I'd rather go. You know, it's a roll of a dice anyway. It's a roll of the dice no matter what. Okay, doesn't matter if it's a first round or seventh round. It's a roll of the die. Okay, so to me, I'd rather roll with somebody like Malik. Okay, but that's just me. I mean, I don't hate the pick, but to me, you have Mitch for 2 years. Let's roll the dice and draft an unknown, high ceiling, high risk player. But that's just me. Now, how crazy would it be if Pittsburgh trade up in round two and get Malik? Oh my God, I would be fired as a general manager right away. I would trade up for round two to get Malik and then cut Mason Rudolph out of here. But I'm crazy. What do I say? What do I know about football? All right, what do I know? What would I like to see them draft in round two and three? Um, how about more offensive linemen? I don't have any trust in them in picking defensive back. None. So I can see them draft maybe offensive linemen and then no need for linebackers. No need. Okay, no need. But offensive linemen, pick a couple. Maybe forget about running backs. Okay, running backs you can pick up free agency. Receiver. Okay, I can see them do receiver. Offensive lineman is the next two. All right, enough of NFL draft. But my son was not. My son is a Patriots fan, and he's just like, what offensive lineman? He was not too happy about that. All right, let's talk stock. Uh, let's talk AbbVie first, okay? For those that follow my chat group, um, I was driving my son to school this morning, right? And I'm not a big fan of pre-market earning release. So I was, I'm driving home. I had my phone on, and I log on to see FV. And as I'm driving home, I'm like, Jesus, if you're gonna release earning before the market open, why not release it at 7 a.m. like most company, right? I'm like, what's up with this? So when I get home at 7:30, and the stock was like, at one point the stock was up in pre-market, and then when I see it down like around 1%, I logged in and I just sold everything I bought yesterday. Because I didn't like nonsense. Okay, I don't, in this market I don't tolerate nonsense. It's just like, now, does it mean that I hate FV? No, the report was not bad. Okay, let me say, the report is not bad. It's not good. It's not bad. But we all know how in the bear market, what's gonna happen, right? Now, can this thing go down to 145, 146? Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay? Absolutely. Now I mentioned that I sold everything that I bought yesterday. It does not mean that I have no position left. Okay? So I still have some position. All right? But I took off my risk trade yesterday to protect myself. And where can it go? Well, for sure, it's not going to hold 150. Once again, ignore the pre-market, ignore the first 15 to 30 minutes, please. Okay, that's just nonsense trading. But right now, I think the 100 MA is likely an area of support. Okay, likely. I'm not saying that it will. I don't know yet. The worst case scenario is, of course, down here. Okay, it was riding this trend line, is resistant for a long time, and the breakout, the check back, and then it run. So the worst case scenario for FV is 135. All right, back up the truck there. I would. Now there's a potential another. Is there another? I wouldn't. I'm trying to, I try not to draw too many trend line. It just makes the chart look way too busy. Let's do a fib. Okay, right here. Fib retracement. Okay. Can I see it? Yeah, I mean right here, 149.07. That could be the spot that it will try to hold before it get to the 100. So let's save it. Let's save the fib to see. Let's see how important the fib is. Okay, it's always good to have that. All right, let's move on. All right, so we all know AbbVie. We like AbbVie. It's gonna take a little spanking today, but Amazon. Before I bought yesterday, I talked to my brother, and we both ordered in 25.88. After we enter in the order, I text back and forth with big guy, and he said 25.25. So I entered in an order at 25.25. Big Bro did the same thing. So did Big Guy. And then when it dropped below 25.25, I'm like, oh, my order went in. I was not even worried, right? I'm like, it got in. And then like 15 minutes later, I'm like, how come I didn't get the text to say that order executed? So I logged in and I realized that the order that I put was just regular order, not an extended order. And by that point, it already bounced. Okay, it already bounced and I missed it. Now Big Bro sold both his both purchase time, the 25.88 and the 25.25. He sold them 26.40. He took the money and run. Okay, so he's out. Big Bro's quick. He's not gonna stick around. And he said that's the easiest couple $100 I made in 30 minutes. I'm not gonna stick around for that nonsense. So now it's back to 25.88. Okay, pre-market back to 25.88. Would I buy it at 25.25 this time? Yes, I would. Okay, yes, I would. The big guy, he will add down here 25.25 or 25.21. If you want to do that, you can. Now, is there a rhyme or reason to the big guy spot of 25.25? What this line here is 25.88, which is the one that I draw in as why I want to buy there. Now, why did he pick 25.25? I didn't ask. Okay, I just asked him like where he's buying. He said 25.25. 25.88, that's my line. 24.87, 25 right here. What is this right here? This was 20. There you go. That's why it's 25.25. You see that right there, right here. That was the spot. Now I see where he said 25.25. Okay, that was another spot. In fact, that's a better spot than this line here. This line is kind of like, man, I'm gonna delete this line. Remove. That's nonsense. This is a line. Right there. All right. Now you see why the big guy is a big guy. And why I am not the big guy. Not yet. Maybe we'll never get there. Yeah. So there you go. Now we know. Now we know why the big guy like 25.25. All right. Apple. Ugly. Yeah. What's next for Apple? Look like it's gonna test. Okay, Apple is gonna test the 200 MA. It's gonna give it a test, and it better hold. Okay, it better hold. If not, it would not be a surprise to see Apple revisit this right here. Okay, this was a big move, and now it's gonna give it all back. It's gonna be ugly. Okay, if this thing does not hold, I think a lot of people is gonna puke right here because I don't know. I just think a lot of people almost puke right here, but for whatever reason, the market popped and people took up Apple, jump in the bandwagon. The 200 MA. Oh, it's good to go. No, no. Be careful, people. Be careful. Be careful. Qualcomm. A lot of people got out. You should. It touched. It's over. It's done with. What's next? I'm all out of Qualcomm. All out. I'm out of SMH, Qualcomm, Got a tiny bit of Nvidia, a tiny bit of AMD, a tiny bit of Intel. No Texas Instrument, no MU. I think I'm the least exposed to semi at this moment in a long, long time. I don't know what to tell you if you didn't sell yesterday. If you didn't sell out yesterday, I don't know what to tell you. SMH, ugly, 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 ugly. Okay, so SMH is gonna come back to 235. It's gonna come back to the support. You know, would I buy and support 235? No, no need to. No need to. AMD, ugly. Goodness gracious, ugly. Yeah, it's nothing there. Same thing with Nvidia. Nothing to do there. Okay, absolutely nothing. This was support. This trend line was support. A break. Now, yesterday it acted as resistant, and it's gonna revisit. It's yeah, it's brutal. Okay, brutal. And volume has been decent. It's not weak volume, so I don't know who's buying, but a lot of people are ready to sell the share to you. Intel, ugly. I was hoping that this would hold this trend line here, but forget it. Ain't working. Ain't working. Yeah, I mean, sure, the risk and reward for Intel below 45 is decent if we get down here again. Okay, but for now, it's no touch. I'm not adding. Okay, there's a gap fill here, 44.87. Okay, so if you want to buy into Intel, right here, it almost get there. Okay, the gap fill is 44.9. There you go. It almost got there. And tonight is filling the gap as far as pre-market. It's already go below it. So if you go below this, then let it keep going. Let it keep going down to down here. Okay, 40 below 44. No point on jumping in early. No point whatsoever. Gap fill and retreat. Okay, let's take a look at other drugs that we like. Pfizer. Pfizer's doing okay. My put will expire worthless today. I will write more put. The only question is, will I write put at 49 or 48? Depend on what kind of premium I get. BIIB, I'm fine. I bought more at on this day here at 207 point something. I've been buying since 211. I bought from 211 all the way down to 207.7 or something like that. So I'm okay. In fact, the position is in the money. It's green, lightly green. No big deal. Amgen. Oh boy. Ugly day. Give it a couple days. Would I buy Amgen at 231 if it settled down here? Yes, I would. Okay. This is a nice potential support here. See that? It wicked down and bounced. It touched and bounced. So I like it. I like Amgen at 232. If it stay around here, we got all the moving average is curling up. Okay, so I like Amgen. How about the area that is ugly? Home Depot. Ugly, people. Ugly. Home Depot is not worth trading. Okay, the housing sector, recession environment, it's a no touch. Okay, it's pointless to go here unless you want to like scalp the choppy sideways. Can Home Depot go sideways and bounce between 300 and 310? Yeah. Okay, if you're a quick day trader, that's what they're doing. Okay, chop, 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 chop. Okay, it's not. Why would anybody want to be bullish in this sector? Low, same thing. Okay, there is no reason to be bullish in this sector. Yeah, nah, none. Restoration Hardware, ugly, but it's holding. It's gonna go sideways. Could be for days or weeks. Eventually, the 20 MA and the 50 MA is gonna come right on top. It's already there. The 20 MA, the 50, but look, the 50 is a huge resistance now. See that? Bang. So yeah, I can't see why anybody would touch this. How about the defensive sector? McDonald's. McDonald's should be okay, but I'm not in it. Would I buy McDonald's down here at the 200 MA? Yes. Okay, I would. Ideally, 245, 247 down here. Okay, but I'm not chasing here. The risk reward chasing here, no way. Coke, nah, no need to be in there. Okay, if you don't. Pepsi, same thing. It's back to the scene of the crime. If you're not selling here, I don't know what you're doing. Okay, I don't know what you're doing if you're not selling here. Mondelez, same thing. This has been resisting up here, so that was a beautiful day yesterday. Take the gain, buy back at 65, 64. Okay, there's a 64, 66 play. I don't like it up here. Okay, I don't like it up here. What else? Google is gonna give back. Not much to do here. Okay, not much to do here. It filled the gap. For those that bought low down here, that gap fill was the spot to book your profit and say thank you. Please, people, in this environment, you gotta trade quick. If you are trading, trade quick and take your profit early. Okay, if you're trading, if you like Google like I do long term, you're okay. The big guy has exposure to Google and Amazon because he liked both. Banks, nothing to do there, right? Nothing to do there. Nothing attractive here. Everything. Bank of America, Wells Fargo. Oh, the one that I was talking about, Travelers. Remember I talked about Travelers a little bit? I would like to buy Traveler down here. If you want some exposure to insurance, down here, okay? I've been watching it. It's come down nicely. I was watching it and I'm like, well, keep going. AIG down here. I was waiting. I was watching it. I didn't say anything. I was watching it, but I would like to see it down here at the 200 MA. That's a good spot, right? See, bounce. So if you want AMG, I'm gonna set an alert so I don't miss it again. Down here, create alert. At or below, nibble time. AIG, okay? AIG, all right. JetBlue, still in the penalty box. Yeah, ugly, disappointing, very disappointing. But I like this wick down and bounce. So obviously there are buyers down here that say, oh no, not down here. So we'll see. I'm not adding. I'm not adding. It need to show me that it done. Sellers are done. Delta. Yeah, it's just even the sector that has a tailwind, you gotta sell at key resistance. Okay, just like Delta. This is key right here, up here. You had to say, you had to go, you had to go. UAL, same thing. See, look, it's very tough. Okay, because sellers are too skittish. Owner, you know, sure, the tailwind, COVID is gone, lockdown is gone, but in a weak economy, in a recessionary area, consumer it will be spending less. Even if people can say that the airport is packed and all the pent-up demand, that's what the trade is. Okay, the trade is not going for traveling. Same thing with like transport, UPS. Okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay, the transport is getting beat up. Beat up. Okay, FedEx beat up. Yeah, a lot of these things are 2-year low, right? All that pent up demand shipping for the pandemic, that's gone. IYT, transport, ETF, yeah, ugly. Okay, it's ugly, but not much else to say. But you know, we can't fight the tape. We can't fight the Fed. We can't fight the way the computer thinks. Okay, it doesn't matter how much we love certain sector. CSX, it's a trade at 34. It's a sell at 35. Very tight range, very tight range. Not worth the hassle, to be honest. JBXT. JBXT is still doing its thing. Okay, wow, look at that. I'm impressed, extremely impressed with JBXT. Okay, because for a key transport, obviously, a lot of institutional support, right? You can't have a stock that goes like this. It's been sideways now for 3 weeks. Okay, that's impressive after this massive drop. So there are institutional support. But the risk reward is not there, okay? Because where can how high can JBXT go? Not much higher. How low can it go? Back to 167, right? So it can go from 167 to 173. It's 2%. Is it worth the no? It's chop 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 sideways. Costco. Why would I buy Costco? I nibble a little Costco, a little bit. Would I buy Costco down here at 540? Absolutely. Okay, absolutely. Um, if Costco show a green candle today, would I buy Costco? Yeah. You know what I say? Show me 2 green candle and I be in. Okay, so it's that simple. If Costco stay green, that means that the 50 MA is holding. All right, I would buy with a 50 MA as a stop. That's simple. Walmart. Yeah, the 20, it better hold. If not, see ya. See you below. Okay, no need to chase Walmart here. Target is holding at the 20. The 20 has hold 2 days in a row. Does not look like it's gonna hold today. So would I buy Target at 221? Yes. Yes. 220, 221 Target. Yes, 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 yes. CMG, Chipotle. Oh boy, Chipotle can move. Okay, and to me, the risk reward is just not worth it. Okay, it's not worth it. It's I'd rather buy McDonald's 2 or 3% lower. For me to be into Chipotle, it's gonna have to be a lot lower. Okay, a lot lower. A lot lower. A lot lower. What else have I not touched? I talk about banks. I talk about how about Royal Caribbean? Oh, I will do Disney next. Look at this thing. Look at this trend line. Resisting, resisting, resisting. Try resisting, 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 resisting. Is it not a clear as day that the computer, the hedge fund, the big boys are watching this trend line like a hawk? You think this is random? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my God. It's funny, right? If you understand chart reading, sometimes it is so obvious. So obvious. And remember, this trend line was drawn in a long time ago. It was not drawn in last month. It was drawn in back here. Okay? 3 months ago. So yeah. If you buy RCL, Royal Caribbean, and you don't sell up there, good luck. Where would you buy? Down here, okay? For what? Can it get down there? You never know. You never know, okay? You never know. This line has been a good support. Okay, let's save that. Disney, 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 Disney. Oh, Disney. Oh, Disney, Disney, Disney. What more can we say about Disney? Can it go down to 108? Goodness gracious, right? Yeah, it can. If this doesn't hold. If this does not hold. It's unthinkable to see Disney back at 99, right? Unthinkable. But yeah, it can happen. But 108 is the next spot, okay? If you want to get into Disney, but wow, what an ugly looking chart. So ugly. Goodness gracious. It's if you bought Disney 3 years ago, you're losing money. You're losing money 3 years ago. If you bought Disney 4 years ago, let's see. 4 years ago, you barely up. Depending on when you bought 4 years ago, you can be barely up or even. Woo! Yeah. No thanks. GE, GE, GE. It's time. The big guy is saying it's time. The channel low is here. For the big gambler out there, it's time. Okay, it's time to nibble GE at 77. Look at this thing. Yeah, somebody pop it up. Markets open. Here we go. Bitcoin down. What a surprise. Amazon 25.90. Sharp 426. Tesla up. Baba up. KWeb up. GLD up. It's early, people. Let's not get too excited, okay? It's only the first 30 seconds. But GE, yes, GE, for the gambler out there, it's at the spot, the channel low. Someone asked me about CTRA a while back. Let's take a look. Wow, remember, channel high, big guy says sell, near channel low. If you're lucky and fast, you could have picked it there, but no man's land here. No man's land, no touch. How about Facebook? Facebook, yeah, no, it's nothing there, nothing there. Okay, let's go look at FV 149. Oh, look at that, come right down to a fib. It's gonna fight and look like it's gonna come down to 145, 146. We watch. Okay, we watch. The fib is fighting. There is a battle going on at the fib. There's a battle going on. Don't you love how things kind of work in a scientific way, right? Imagine if you did not know anything about technical analysis. Imagine if you don't know anything about chart reading. Does this look like a random place? Yeah, you would think that it's like some kind of like a random spot that buyer and seller can meet. No, it's a fib. It's a fib, okay? I love it. The more I trade, the more I understand how to use technical analysis, Fibonacci, resistance, moving average, all that stuff. I find it's fascinating to see how things work that way, because in many ways, although it's fascinating, still after all this time, it helped me how tune in the programs of many big traders of Wall Streets are doing. Okay, they all use the same tool. So all we can do is trying to front run what they're doing, because it's people don't just sell randomly. Okay, the people that buy randomly and sell randomly are the people that get taken to the woodshed, because it's insane. It's pretty cool. But like I said, we'll watch this carefully. I'm not buying yet. The first 15 minutes, let the battle take place. Okay, there's a battle going on here, and we're just gonna sit back and see if it's gonna come down to 146, where we want to be. Okay, it's that simple. Honeywell pop on earning. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Honeywell pop on earning. It will be short-lived. It will be short. Honeywell is the best of the best. Okay, when it comes down to, if you want to know which is the best industrial company, it's Honeywell. Okay. Yeah, it looked like it's meeting its resistance here. Let's see if Honeywell can hold the 100 MA. Okay, if this thing failed to hold up here and retreat, then oh boy. But it is the best. It's the best of the best. It's not going to be anybody that's going to tell you that Honeywell is not the best of the best. IBM. If you have IBM and it pop and you didn't sell anything, what would you have done? Raise your stop, right? You would raise your stop. You would have been out. You've been out happily at 137. Now you're big. You are looking at potentially going back down to 133, and then if that happens, you can see a failure all the way through all the moving average back to the gap fill, right? Why would you want to hold on? Why in the world would anybody hold on to this nonsense? It's IBM. Take the gift. All pop should be sold. No need to say anything more there. Okay, what was the other one that popped yesterday? Qualcomm. Let's see what Qualcomm back to 147, 146. Yeah, that movie's over. Nothing to do there. How about ITW, the other one that I went in and out, in and out, in and out. ITW, right here. You gotta sell. However painful it is, the 20 MA is a sell. Get out. All right, people. As always, if you have any question, go ahead and ask me in the WhatsApp group. I will see you for sure. Sunday will be the April market report. So if you want to see what's going on with the comic market, tune in 10 a.m. on Sunday as I go through the silver and bronze portion of the Comic Link auction. I might pop in after lunch today to do Nothing But Nonsense Friday. I might. if the market is crazy and busy going and I need to watch the market, then I won't. Okay, it's more important things than yip yapping. But I will probably watch the draft as well. So we'll see if I do any kind of afternoon uh, nothing but nonsense. But for now, I'm out. See you all in the chat group.